Alrighty, you guys wanted me to review this game, so let's do it. Keep it simple, and I'm just going to explain stuff as I play through each different level type. Alright. So, main story of the game is that Sonic has been blamed for robbing the Mycelian Chaos Emerald and escaping from Prison Island. Now, the force is known as a gun, or G-U-N, because Sega doesn't like to use the word gun, are pursuing him. So, Sonic escapes from a helicopter and falls down below, and enters the level I'm currently playing right now, City Escape. And if you don't know what City Escape is, you've been living under a rock your whole life. Okay, anyway, so, story continues. Sonic encounters Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. Shadow was created by Eggman's grandfather, Professor Gerald, 50 years ago. Now, Shadow and Sonic first meet up, and Shadow outspeeds him using the power of Chaos Control. After that, the army gun shows up, takes Sonic away to Prison Island. Meanwhile, Knuckles meets up with the other new character, Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat is a treasure hunter who is after the world's most precious gems, and she is there for the Master Emerald. Eggman shows up, tries to steal it, and Knuckles breaks the Chaos Emerald. I'm guessing he figured, oh, I put it back together in the first game, I could probably do it again. So, for the first part, Knuckles is basically on his own, finding the pieces of the Master Emerald, not really getting involved with the other characters that much. So, hearing the news that Sonic's been taken away to Prison Island, Tails goes and investigates and tries to bust him out. Amy's there as well. She wants to get her lovely Sonic back. Meanwhile, also there are Eggman, Rouge, and Shadow. They receive word that there are 3 Chaos Emeralds on the island, which they need in order to power the Eclipse Cannon of the space colony Ark, which Eggman's grandfather Gerald created. Now, after getting the 3 emeralds, they were planning to blow up the island. After Sonic escapes by being let out by Amy, Sonic heads into the forest and meets up with Shadow again. They have a battle. Oh, by the way, here's a truck scene. Alright, as I was saying, they meet up, they have their first battle. Then, Sonic has to escape the island quickly before it explodes. Both sides barely make it off the island in time. After this, the heroes try to gather information on where Eggman is and what his plans are. Because shortly afterwards, Eggman releases a message worldwide saying that he will destroy the Earth in 24 hours unless his demands are met. Oh yeah, this is the result screen. It's based on time bonus and rings that I got in May, of course.
That was cool.
Anyway, so Sonic and Tails have to find information on Eggman. So upon doing that, after they find their information, they head to the desert in order to break into Eggman's base. After doing so, they meet up with Eggman, fight the Egg Golem, and then head off to the Ark. At the Ark, they... Sorry, drawing a blank here. They split up and each try to find information on Eggman and go their separate ways. Knuckles is there because to get the last pieces of the Master Emeralds. He and Rouge meet up and have a battle, and after the battle happens, Rouge is about to fall in the lava, which I don't know why she couldn't just fly away and just get out of there, but I don't know, plot device. Knuckles saves her, and then whoop-de-doo, he's got the Master Emerald back. Tails receives a message from Eggman. Tails and Sonic receive a message from Eggman saying that he has kidnapped Amy, and that if they want her alive, Sonic has to bring the last Chaos Emerald. to Eggman, or else Amy will die. I couldn't care less about Amy, so whatever. So they plan to use the fake Chaos Emerald that Tails had created, using similar energies of an actual Chaos Emerald. It has very similar energy properties, but it's just not as powerful. Eggman senses that it's a trip, puts Sonic in a case, the capsule, and launches him out into space. This is the very same capsule that Shadow, the very similar capsule that Shadow was found in at the beginning of the game. After that, Sonic was able to warp, even though the Chaos Emerald was fake, he was able to use Chaos Control and save himself, and proceed to the final level of his story, which is Final Rush, which is basically a giant outer space grinding level. And at the same time, Shadow is following him in his own final level, Final Chase. And with his level based around gravity gaps, these spiral towers and such. Now, they each meet up, they have their one final battle, and depending on which side you're doing, one of them wins. Now, this after beating both stories, you're like the final story of the game where everything is revealed. This includes... Oh, damn it. Fuck. Okay. Ignore that. Anyway, so... Sonic... Everyone finds out what the true plan was, and that Eggman's grandfather, Gerald, was planning to destroy the Earth all along. And that it was just a matter of time until he would succeed, and that he was planning to... Sorry, I'm still really sick. Until he planned to just... And he created the ultimate prototype of the ultimate life form, the Bio Lizard. So the two teams must join together in order to stop the colony from crashing into the Earth. Now, oh god damn it. Now, Shadow is reluctant to join them at first because his plan, what he wanted, is being fulfilled. At least what he thinks that Maria wanted. So, after a talk with Amy, which I feel sorry that he even had to talk to her, he joins Sonic and Knuckles in the core, and while they go to a shrine modeled after the Master Emerald, he fights the prototype of the ultimate life form, the Bio Lizard. After its defeat, it warps to the outside of the space colony and goes to manually crash it into the Earth. Now, Sonic and Shadow go super, they defeat it, the world is safe, Shadow falls to the Earth, presumably dead, until he returns and heals. And here's Pumpkin Hill for all you rap lovers. Okay. Anyway, now onto gameplay. As you saw me do earlier, I was playing City Escape. It's basically one of, if not the most iconic level in Sonic. Yes, even more iconic than Green Hills. Where now the speed type levels, they play very similar to Sonic as he did in SA1. Just a little nerf. For one, the spin dash isn't as overpowered and hyped as it was in SA1. Another thing is that the light speed dash, which you got in the first game, you had to in order to use it, you need to charge up the spin dash and then release your energy along the path of rings. In this game, you just approach the path of rings, you find it, and then you just push I believe it's the B button, and you'll just dash along it immediately. You just no charging needed. Now, this only becomes a problem for when you're playing as Sonic, because Sonic gets another upgrade known as the Bounce Bracelet, which allows him to bounce on the ground, and doing it multiple times allows him to reach higher up than he would normally jumping. Problem is, this is assigned to the same button as a light speed dash, and there are times where you want to light speed dash and you'll accidentally, where you jump and you want to light speed dash and you'll accidentally use the Bounce Bracelet. It's just a pretty minor design flaw, not really that big of a deal. Where's freaking second Emerald Shard? I don't like freaking using the hints. Anyway. So, not really those. Oh god, there's one. Oh, come on. Please. Yeah, baby. Alright. Anyway. Next is the, what I'm in right now, the treasure hunting levels. But just like they did in SA1 with Knuckles, you got your shovel claws that come back, and main difference is your Emerald Raider is completely nerfed from the first game. The first game, if you were near any of the shards, any of them, it would start going off. In this game, it goes in order. So you could be right next to one and you wouldn't even know it. Like how I found that one that was on the train. Come on. There we go. Phew, that was close. Okay, as I was saying, yeah, it's nerfed, and a lot of people didn't really like that. And another thing people didn't really like is the rap they associated with Knuckles and all his stages. I couldn't really care less. I don't really listen to rap that much, and this I actually find somewhat enjoyable, so... where are you? There you are. Okay.
I found him.
Anyway, Knuckles gets a few new items. What you see there is the hammer fist, which let him break steel boxes, and around his neck is the air necklace, which basically lets him get into water.
This is perfect.
By the way, I'm going to be doing one level with each character. So, each type. So, then we get to the mech levels, which are pretty much not that big of a deal. They play like Gamma in SA1, only a lot slower. And I honestly hate playing as Tails in this game. I'll explain why a little bit later in further detail when I go over the issues I have with this game, but just know that I don't really like playing as Tails. Anyway, what you're seeing right now is the fourth gameplay style in this game, the kart races. There's only two of them. You play one with Tails and one with Rouge. Now, this brings up... This right here ties into a reason why I don't like really playing as Tails that much. This level we're in right now. What Tails is doing is trying to catch up to the President in his limo. After beating this level in the story, you see a cutscene where Sonic is running alongside the limo. Instead of a kart section, we could have had another Sonic level here. Which goes into my main problem with Tails and why I hate playing as him, is that his levels offer little to no point to the story at all. Prison Lane. This is the level where you're supposed to bust Sonic out of prison. Amy's the one who busts him out, not Tails. You go to Hidden Base. You're supposed to find the entrance into Eggman's pyramid. After you get to the end of the level, everyone is already there. Ahead of you. Eternal Engine. I mean, no, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, no, it was Eternal Engine. You're not really doing that much. Just getting to Eggman's room where he's holding Amy. But otherwise, the card control is not that bad. One thing you're going to want to do is, if you're actually sliding like this, you see how I'm turning a lot? That actually makes you go faster. No, god damn it. Anyway, so looks like I'm kind of running out of time. My laptop's camera, so I'm gonna have to continue this in part 2.